Staying to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of Urban Warfare as we continue the campaigns of the Casper Kaisha. And last time, well, we had quite the interesting little run-in with a couple of fairly interesting characters. Ended up going on to a full-on duel with, well, when you have an Atlas with twin Gauss rifles, the duel becomes a little bit of a, well, formality. But we have moved on to a brand new planet. Welcome to Brockway as we begin the Flashpoint extracurricular activities. I require your help on a personal matter, Commander. No other mercenary company will do. If you accept, further details will be provided upon your arrival at Brockway. This, of course, is going to be working for the Lyran Commonwealth, just explaining the bad German accent. 3.5 skull difficulty, short engagement with consecutive deployments. Beware. Rare items are at the reward and no tonnage restrictions. And, of course, dueling the Davians. So let us begin. Extracurricular activities. High orbit. Brockway. Welcome to Brockway, Commander Ma. I'm pleased you've answered my summons. Not all mercenary commands are bold enough to attack Davian interests inside the Federated Sun's own territories. A job's a job, Graf Stieglitz Bradford. Now tell us what you want us to do. I will provide you with a set of coordinates. There you will find a Davian munition stockpile disguised as a civilian warehouse. I want you to capture it. So you can steal the munitions. No, my dear, to provoke a response. House Davian will dispatch its nearest security lance to reclaim its stolen property. The commander of the lance is known to me. His name is Lord Jasper Bisset, and his father, Duke Royden Bisset, is an influential member of the Lyran court. Duke Bisset also happens to be one of my most tenacious political enemies. He is a vile man, a drunken, and a boor. And nothing would make me happier than to see his house disgraced. And so, Commander, when Jasper comes for you, I want you to smash his battle mech, send him limping home to his father, blanketed in shame. That shouldn't be a problem. Glad to hear it, Commander Ma. Very glad to hear it. Come to me when the job is done, and I will see you are well compensated. The whole affair feels a little childish, but that isn't our concern. If Stieglitz Bradford wants to pay us to make his political rival look bad, I'm not going to say no. Let's do this. Collect our pay and get on out of here. I'll be watching you from above, Commander. So, okay, just a straight-up capture mission followed by a battle. It's not, I don't think it'll be an assassination. It probably shouldn't be. So we're, of course, going to take this one for salvage. We're going to take both missions. Well, I don't know if we can take the other mission for salvage. Off with all the little guys. We're going to bring in the big boy. So, of course, reach in his Gauss Atlas. Need to come up with a good name for that. The Gaussless? No, that doesn't sound any good. Range Bull, of course, in his Highlander. The Stalker back to read out. And I'm way too fond of AC-20s not to give Pamola the Orion, which I think should hopefully do well this time. Maybe we'll lose the right arm again and it'll become a theme, sort of like with Star Wars, how almost every single movie involved somebody losing an arm. Well, the second movie, losing an arm. There were arms a-flying in most Star Wars movies, so we need to keep that in mind. So, obviously, the Orion is going to suffer the exact same fate at some point. Although it is a fairly solid battle mech all around. I mean, Orions are. You can't really get away from being a solid battle mech when you're based on an Orion. You'll find the Davian munitions factory at the coordinates I've outlined, Commander Ma. Take it from them, that it may serve as the bait for the traps that I'm paying you to set. 79,200 Seables, 3 of 14 priority salvage, and 3.5 skulls shouldn't be too hard. You heard the man, Mei. This deployment is just a setup for a larger fight to come, so try not to get too beat up out there. We are, of course, bringing our largest, heaviest, most powerful mechs in the hopes that we can just smash through the opposition without having to worry. The Davian's munitions factory should be just ahead, Commander. Regrettably, I don't have any reliable intel to share on regarding the OPFOR strength or composition. I would recommend scouting ahead before engaging your facility's defenders. And remember, Commander, this drop is only the beginning. You're going to have another fight ahead of you, so try not to take any unnecessary risks. Alright, you heard of the man. Let's see if we can't just nuke everything from orbit. By orbit, well, actually, we probably, not quite from orbit, but the Leopard is actually fairly well festooned with weapons that they don't allow me to use in this game. I think I've complained about that a couple of times, but it still amuses me to a certain extent. Keep rushing everybody forward, and we have, of course, obtained contact with the enemy as we move everyone in. It looks like several turrets. If we're fast enough, we can destroy all of them. Oh, we do want to destroy all of them very quickly. We have an an assault turret. I'm like, ASLT? What could that possibly be? No, it's an assault turret. I would like to get closer, but getting closer would mean getting shot at, so I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna waltz up over here with the Orion. There's also an assault turret over here, an assault turret. Wow, just a lot of assault turrets. So we're gonna have to kill them as we find them. Darling, you missed a 95% chance. You deserve that hit back. Seriously, that was horrific, Pomola. You had a 90% chance to hit? Ugh. Alright, come bail her out. You really shouldn't have to, but you know what? I suppose this is what I get for hiring amateurs. Shouldn't have gotten Peace killed, I wouldn't have this problem. But no, I got greedy for Gauss rifles, which, to be fair, getting greedy for Gauss rifles sounds, one, like a children's game, and two, a perfectly reasonable thing to do. But that does mean, of course, the Orion's going to have to hang in the back for basically the rest of the fight. Because if we try and put it forward, it'll die. I would like to get a line of sight on somebody without having to move rangeable just yet. I can do that. Lovely. Hopefully you did not... you're going to shoot me, aren't you? Oh no, you have missiles. I don't care then. You don't carry enough missiles to scare me. And I have return missiles of incredible firepower. Yeah, Pomola taking that hit was irritating. But, well, we can deal with it. We just keep the Orion back. We use all of our other mechs to share the armor. And that should work out. I mean, it does mean that she basically is no longer involved in this fight because she only has point-blank range weapons. But who is keeping track of such trivialities? Oh, that would be me. Okay, I've got eyes on the munitions factory. I recommend approaching with caution. I can't see anything else moving out there, but that could change in a hurry if you're not careful. Boss, I'm seeing new energy signatures lighting up all over the factory. If the static defenses weren't online now before, they are now. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Get on those turrets. I'll call out any more hostiles as I see them. Probably as he sees them as they're shooting me. Please hit the turret. Thank you. Okay, lovely. So we've taken out that turret. She actually managed to hit this time with the AC-20. Really shouldn't be throwing her so far forward into the fight, but hey. We have a 50-50% chance of choosing right as to which turret is online and which turret is going to shoot at me. Actually I can only see... No, I can see both turrets from here. It is a bit risky, but I can handle it, I think. Alright, which one? We've got two turrets, a heavy sniper turret with a pair of PPCs and a whole bunch of AC-2s, and the other heavy shredder turret, which is an AC-20, so that must die. Rangeable. If you wouldn't... rangeable, if you wouldn't mind just providing sufficient amount of firepower to maybe kill him so I don't ever have to worry about his incoming fire. I mean, the PPC is going to be irritating enough, but just barely not enough. But I can handle it as it comes, because what we can do here is multi-target. You and you, and we're going to separate them between Alpha and Bravo. Bravo, please. Thank you. And the reason why we're doing that is because that should hopefully keep the Bravo sniper turret weak enough so the Highlander can just come in and nuke it from a distance. I mean, we've already demonstrated that an additional AC-20 or LRM-20 will do the job just perfectly. Back up. We could risk Pomola, although Pomola doesn't exactly have the best track record, but I'm gonna give her another shot. Please don't mess this up. Okay, good. She didn't mess it up. So we have destroyed all of the turrets and are currently now standing on top of the actual building itself. As long as it doesn't explode, we should be fine. Although, of course, it could explode. Oh, there's a dropship inbound, so don't stand over there. That would be quite ill for your health. Alright, start pulling Pomola back. The rest of the mechs, however, can move forward, because we want them to take damage. That's why you're here. Okay, so pacify the surrounding area. At some point, the surrounding area will erupt into contacts. We've got reinforcements heading our way. We just need to find them. Somewhere off in the distance, there will be energy signatures that we clearly are tracking. No? Yes? Maybe? How big is this map? It's tiny. Oh, that must be off in the upper right-hand corner then. I think. Unless they spawn behind us. Ugh. It's gonna be hide and seek for a bit. Pomola, just get in amongst the buildings. That way we got things mostly covered. Everybody, just get together. We are gonna want to move towards, you know, forested areas soon. Just so we have the cover. Oh, they're there. Okay, lovely. 65 tonners. Nothing too terrible. Get the Atlas on the roll. Oh, we have multiple targets, and we have identified a quick draw. So quick draw is not exactly the most dangerous mechs ever, but he's also an ace pilot quick draw, so he's extra fast. Pomola is not going to get involved because Pomola has taken too much damage already, so we're just going to fight this without the Orion. I think that's the safest thing we could possibly do at the moment. And we have a TDR, so we've got a Thunderbolt. Got open fire long-range missiles on the Atlas, and the Atlas managed to avoid every single one of them. Yes, that's right. When you think Atlas, you think evasive, nimble, and dodging. And a Jägermech. This could actually crack a little bit if he was... Oh, he is the dangerous version. Okay, I don't like him anymore. This particular Jaeger mech is the Jaeger mech I like, because I believe that the LRM-15 pods add a lot to the firepower table, as opposed to, you know, the really terrible, just extra pair of autocannons. You have AC-2s, right? Yeah, the AC-5s are not as good. In this game, I suppose I should preface, purely has to do with the fact that the missiles do so much stability damage. Oh good, you just tore his head clean off. That is exactly what I was hoping for, and that's exactly how you were designed. Now, he does have less firepower than his original incarnation, but you know what? That doesn't matter when you can just pick people's head off. It's beautiful. We're going to rush to the Highlander on forward. We can't actually get a line of sight on anybody, but that's all right. It'll be forward. It's going to be in cover. Readout's going to do the same thing, but Readout's not going to be in cover by the end of this. So she's just going to have to use her super catapult to be able to tank a little bit of damage on the way through. Thunderbolt over there, quick draw over there, and we're looking at another 60-tonner. Probably a quick draw. I mean, I suppose it could be a dragon, but we're fighting Davian. Let's be honest here. It's probably a quick draw. No guarantees on that, though. I mean, we could potentially make a guarantee. It just has no actual likelihood of coming true. So we're going to keep him all the way back because I need this. Well, I don't need the Orion, but I like the Orion. And also, it's the only mech I currently have that does not have an advanced cockpit which protects it. Although the Stalker needs a slight upgrade to a better one. Because the Stalker right now... Oh, holy crap, it is a dragon. It just legitimately was a dragon. Really? In Davian hands. I suppose to a certain extent that does make kind of sense, but still. I mean, what kind of Davian pilot would lower himself to... No, we know exactly who would do it. Just going to make sure that we have a direct line of sight, because I don't actually need to be anywhere near the enemy to do this, because Gauss Rifle... And we're going to position right there. Precision strike, go for his head. I mean, it's only 17%, but you know what? Fire twice. And his head's gone. So that's 2 mechs that he has just managed to completely decapitate. I love this mech so very much. I've mentioned that before, but I just adore it. You can fire at the dragon from point-blank range because you have a whole bunch of weapons. Fire away. So we're probably going... Oh, I missed. Not much accuracy. So I was hoping to deal a lot more stability damage than what we ended up doing, but you know what? We'll deal with it. And now the super catapult gets in the fight. Open fire with everything you got. God, I wish I had MRMs to be able to just throw into this fight. Oh, good job. We've got an ammunition explosion, and he's basically been sandpapered nearly to death. So we're doing quite well on that one. And the quick draw is going to rush on forward and engage the Highlander for point-blank range, which, you know, in many... a head hit. Okay, but the injury has been ignored, thanks to the triple defense cockpit, which is quite nice to have, actually. You're just gonna brace. I mean, you're not gonna do nothing. You're gonna pretend as if you ain't even there. If I could, I'd shut you down, just to hide your signature that the enemy can't find me. Although, judging of the normal signature system in vanilla is a little bit simplistic, so we'd have to wait for RogueTech in order to make that happen. Although, can you shut down Mechs in RogueTech? Maybe in the new version. We have no idea. We'll find out later. Turn, precision strike. You're going to go for the quick draw because the quick draw is currently unmolested. And that's 3 for 3. Oh, it's beautiful reach. You're on fire. He's been having a couple of rough battles, not able to get just the precise amount of death going down. And today, it's all just coming up reach. Oh, that was beautiful. Hopefully he's actually going to be able to, continue to do that in the next battle when the actual fight happens. Cool event just because he's the last proponent and there's not a whole heck of a lot left of him. By not a whole heck of a lot, I mean basically nothing. He's got 1 health left in the center torso. He should technically explode when he falls over, but he won't because he gets to cheat like that. That means, of course, though, that Readout gets to have the joys of murdering him. We will step back a bit, make sure that we get to optimal targeting range. We don't want to cook too badly, so we'll cool event as well. Yes, this is being utterly gratuitous, I understand that, but it is fun, and that's what stalkers are all about. I love how long it takes him to shoot all his weapons. Dropship inbound, Commander. Alright, pilot incapacitated. We hold the area. Only took us 10 rounds, but to be fair, some of that the enemy wasn't there. Excellent work, Commander. Most excellent work indeed. The munitions factory is yours, and our trap has been set. Now all we need to do is sit back and wait. So we have an excellent person to be working with. I like him. A little bit, I'm not sure. Well, he is Lyran, which either means he's going to be really fun or really irritating. Probably a combination of the two. 3 for 3. All 3 of those were headshots. The Orion came very close to needing a patch job, but luckily didn't. And, of course, the Range Bull's Highlander having the cockpit mod has prevented us from having to take an injury there. So we'll have the entire A-Team Lance for that again. Don't I have one of these Jaeger mechs? Oh, we can get another Thunderbolt for free. Plus 10 damage, plus 3 accuracy. Yes, please. That puts us as PPC damage for, like, half the heat. It's great. I mean, fairly great. No, it just honestly is pretty great. That's a fairly decent medium laser. That's a normal SRM4. Any cores on this one? No. No fun setups for gyros and the like, but that's okay. I can grab the Thunderbolt just for the guarantee, and then... Oh, we didn't get the Jaeger mech. I like Jaeger mechs. Well, yes, I like Jaeger mechs. They're fun. Anything that brings a lot of autocannons to a fight is just a cool mech. Now, to be fair, I like Riflemen more than Jaeger mechs, but that's just my own personal biases. I've liked Riflemen for a very, very long time. They're a very cool mech. Even in, like, the pre-MechWarrior Online update days. But hey, brand new Thunderbolt SE, which is going to be nice and fine. You're going to put that into storage. We have a Jaeger mech here, right? Or is that the other company? Ooh, that is the other company. Yeah, we have like a command Jaeger mech, which we put in with Resolve cockpit gain and a whole ton of LRMs. Extracurricular activities 2, high orbit. Well, that seemed to go well enough. Now all we need to do is sit on the factory until Lord Jesper shows up. Yeah, about that. We have a problem. Just got off the comm with a man by the name of Miguel Zapata. He's sort of a community organizer for the inhabitants of this valley? What inhabitants? I don't see any towns or villages around here. Yeah, well, that's the thing. As it turns out, this whole AO is densely populated. It's an expansive network of subterranean habitations and tunnels surrounding the munitions factory, and they weren't built to support the weight of a lance of battle mechs. Yikes! Are the inhabitants okay? More or less, for the time being at least. Most of the locals rode out the fight in an old bunker, but it won't survive any more collateral damage. These people don't want to make it. These people won't make it through another fight, but they can't run without our help. The whole valley is surrounded by bandit camps and outriders, and they'll do unspeakable things to any unarmed civvies that try and run through their territory. Not gonna lie, boss, the thought of a bunch of regular folks getting killed off over some aristocrat's stupid-ass political prank makes my blood boil. If Stieglitz Bradford were here right now, I'd give him a piece of my metal hand. Well, it's a good thing he isn't here. He's still our client, Yang. Client or no, his juvenile ploy has put a lot of civilians in harm's way, and as much as I hate to say it, we've helped him do it. We have a responsibility to escort those people to safety, Commander. It's the right thing to do. I'm as enthusiastic about charity as anyone else, but we were already on a contract to do another combat mission for Steiner. If we help the locals, we'll be putting our own people and battle mechs at risk for nothing. Hell, it's worse than that. We're devaluing our services in front of the client. I'm assuming that Zapata guy can't pay us anything. Not as such, no. Most of the locals' belongings are buried in a pile of rubble. There's one other wrinkle to consider before you come to a decision. If we leave the AO to help these people, we won't have time to return to the Argo for repairs afterwards. Win or lose, we'll have to march or limp right back to the factory to fight Lord Jasper's lance. Wonderful. Yeah, I know, but that's the situation we're in. Anyway, there are good reasons to help these people and good reasons not to. We do still have another contract to finish for Steiner. That doesn't change. Whatever you choose, so that doesn't change whatever you choose. So, do we help Zapata's people or not? Yes, we're going to help the people. Why? Because we have demonstrated time and time again that Casper is a bleeding heart, and she will do everything she can to be nice to people. So that's, of course, what we're going to do. Agree to help the locals. Roger that, Commander. I'll let them know. So this is going to throw us onto a consecutive deployment, which hopefully shouldn't be too bad. One of the fun things about the Atlas in its current iteration is that the Gauss rifles allow it to act as a fire support platform. Whereas before we were stuck with AC-20s where you had to get up close and personal into the opponent's face in order to actually use them effectively, especially for the headshot shenanigans that we currently use them for. The Gauss rifles mean that Atlas can basically walk alongside the convoy the whole time and just lob shells at hypersonic velocities. It's a fantastic addition, and I'm very happy to have it. We'd be dead without your assistance, Commander, full stop. There are at least a dozen different bandit gangs operating here in the outskirts of our territory, and any one of them would jump at the chance to gun us down. So thanks for doing what's decent, from all of us. That'll be 2 of 10 priority salvage. Oh, that's it? I mean, they can't carry anything away. Why can't I get all the salvage? And they're going to be paying us absolutely nothing. So there is that. But we're in a semi-comfortable position when it comes to cash. So I suppose we're just going to have to deal with it. All right, dropping down. Ready to have a good time. Thank you for helping us out of this, Commander. I've got to admit, when I first reached out to you, I didn't have much hope that you'd respond. Most mercenary commands wouldn't. Don't worry, Mr. Zapata. We'll provide you safe passage out of the conflict zone. Conflict zone? You're talking about our home, or what's left of it. In the blink of an eye, we've gone from regular people to war refugees. We've got your client to thank for that. Yeah, you do. I'd be pissed about it too, but trust me, buddy, things could be a hell of a lot worse. I'm well aware of that. And I thank you for doing what's right, as your XO said. Most mercenaries wouldn't. We'll be waiting for you at the rendezvous point. Zapata out. Probably should do like a more Spanish-style accent, but I just don't do Spanish accents all that well, as demonstrated by every single one of the Spanish-named characters in the original season. But to be fair, that was also a lot of fun. Alright, so we've already identified a Dragon as well as a Griffon. So we're gonna have to... That was a Griffin, right? Oh, good. My eyes are not yet failing me. Eventually, but not at the moment. Alright, so we should hopefully be able to just rickroll these guys super hard before the connection. Oh, there's 3 mechs out there. I was not paying enough attention. There is an additional 60 tonner. Let me guess. It's a quick draw. Could be a second dragon. Oh, thank you so much for missing that. You have no idea how much it means to me, the fact that you missed that PPC, because now that means that Pomola can take cover, because she seems to just eat fire all the time. I can't really explain it. Aha, it was a quick draw. Lovely. Can shoot at you. Wow. Yeah. We can shoot at you, and you will just explode. Fire at him. Lovely. So the dragon's dead. We're not even going to bother firing a hypersonic velocity shell at him, because we're just going to shoot at him with normal, well, reasonably normal weapons. We're mostly LRMs with the rest of the lines. This is a fairly interesting combination. If I get another Gauss rifle, I think I'll throw it into the Orion. Or, you know, if I can... You son of a... First shot, we got her into cover, but no! My rage knows no bounds. You have no idea, Commander, how much I will kill you for that. Make sure he suffers a fate worse than death by blasting him with all the missiles. Come on, kill him. Thank you. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. And a stray shot, you know, took away some of his evasion. I've got to get myself another cockpit for that. It is becoming a significant problem. You're going to shoot at the quick draw because the quick draw is technically the tougher of the forces. Also, it's the harder shot, and you're a really good shot. Did not kill him. Oh, you did? Yes! The large laser. By the way, I've actually got to take that large laser and swap it out for the 50 damage one, because we're just going headhunting. Oh, it's lovely. But yeah, that's how that Atlas was specifically designed to do exactly that. Okay, so we're going to burn through all of the side of the mech that doesn't really matter. If we're completely honest, no, we didn't precision shot. But all of this side of this mech is totally worthless. Like, the entire left side of a Griffin is just dead weight. It's there to serve as additional padding for the PPC and the LRM launcher. Now, I'm not quite positive if that's a fantastic idea or a terrible idea, because it does mean that if you lose that one side, you've lost all of your combat firepower, which can backfire heavily. But it also means you've got an entire dead side just to eat damage from. So, just things to think about. Alright, we're going to move right up close and personal to you. Pomola, please take your revenge. I mean, I know he didn't hit you, but this is as close as I can get you. Probably should have just fired the missiles, saved the cannon. I only have 8 rounds remaining, and, you know, escort convoy missions tend to take a little while. Just get it right up there. We'll get everybody nice and bunched up together once again. And as they all come streaming forward to join forces like Captain Planet, we'll just make sure that none of the assaults are actually left behind, because that would be really difficult to work with. So many. So much heavy metal moving through that one small space. Okay, let's get in there. We're just going to tag base so that they can then come out. We have arrived. There we go. And you may now come out. We've cleared the area. Thank you. We're all packed up and ready to move, Commander. Get us to safety. Please. Running away, are we? Through our territory? Is that what you think you're going to do? This convoy is under... I'm sorry. This convoy is under our protection, jackass. Back off, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt. Think you're big, bad battle mechs scare us, merc boy? I don't. We're gonna tear them apart and sell them for scrap. Because you're an idiot. Tear it apart and rebuild it and take it as... Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna explain the finer points of BattleTech economy to you. I'm just gonna blow your brains out. You got a license for that battle mech? That's exactly the voice that we're going for, and we're just going to have to deal with it. We're, of course, blocking the entire way. Ensure that the vehicles all survive. Oh, no, it looks like we're flanking. Quite nice. All right, come on. Show me your ugly mug so I can just kill you all. Pomola is apparently going to move forward for free. In fact, everybody apparently is moving forward for free. it's the enemy. And you can just brace up, because as long as you're standing on top of a mountain, I mean, you've got 2 Gauss rifles and a pair of large lasers. You standing on top of a mountain is a purely terrifying prospect. Alright, we'll get the convoy moving through. We've got 4 APCs to keep track of. Yeah. And the last one, not going to quite catch up. He is a little bit far behind, but that's alright. I don't think I can set off the safe zone, so there is that. Where's the enemy going to spawn from? I'm not quite familiar with this map. Doesn't really matter, I don't think, because we can probably annihilate them without too much trouble. I mean, at the end of the day, we have 3 assault battle mechs. The only damage that the enemy is capable of doing to us on a mission like this is getting headshots, which, you know, Pamola has taken another bloody headshot. Always fun. Luckily for us, we have maximum medical facilities at this point, so that should work out quite nicely. Although it does mean that I'll probably have to put Casper in. And Casper is not... She's not a late game battle mech pilot, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to keep Casper with the rest of the group. Wait, 1, 2, 3, where's... Oh, there you are. Just gotta make sure I don't get too much in the way. As much as I'd love to run Casper, her of course being the PC of the entire company, the fact that she doesn't have bulwark just kind of makes her somewhat useless, because any mech that I put her in is going to be incredibly vulnerable. And it becomes a bit of a problem. Plus my other 3 pilots are 10-10-10s. Well, quad 10s. So they're pretty much perfect for anything that I want to do. Don't vigilance. There's no reason to vigilance. You can go there, you can just hang out, and you can just keep pace with the convoy. Because it's what you do. You're an Atlas, you've got firepower, right? And the convoy will get on base next turn. I am actually kind of surprised. Where is the enemy? Oh good, they're all clustered again. Pamola, just keep waltzing around. We're not really going to do much of anything. We're just guarding the gate at this point. Alright. So is this the proper safe zone? They're going to be done? Damn it, we've got more bandits coming in fast. We're gonna catch these scurrying little rats you're hiding, Commander. We're gonna catch him or we're gonna kill him. I'm not quite sure what happened to the accent on that one. We're just gonna work with it. Alright, so where's our actual highwaymen who are gonna get in my way? Because, I gotta say, not really seeing anything. The next turn, these guys are out. Enemy turn! They're not in the dropship, are they? That would be bad. That would be seriously bad. No, it doesn't look like it. Come on, get the rest of the people going. Seriously? Do we still not have anybody on sensors? We have nobody on sensors. What is this? Who is this murderous highwayman and when is he showing up? Because everybody's getting out this turn. Unless this explodes or something. Yeah, everybody's gone. Okay. I guess? Now what? I mean, I'm not complaining. I really shouldn't. This was a fairly simple, straightforward escort run. So the people are out of there nice and safe, but we can't seem to find the enemy. Oh, that's... Yeah, there's the drop zone. Oh, enemy contact! Where? Oh, at the drop zone. They're gonna push us with 40-ton max. Oh, that's hilarious. You guys are a riot. Did you stand up? Okay, we've got 3 mechs, 2 mediums and a heavy. Of course, one of them's... So you're probably a quick drawer dragon. 40-tonners, a cicada. Take your pick on your pronunciations. It is a quick draw, of course it is. It's gonna blast the Stalker and miss quite a few shots because, you know, the Stalker's a fairly nimble target, being an 80-ton battle mech. Alright, Pamola, you can just keep on sort of coming along. I mean, you're not actually gonna get into the battle most likely, but hey, it's nice to be involved. And then we get to see your 75er, which I'm gonna bet. I was gonna bet an Orion, but the Black Knight works too. So wrong on that one, but I don't feel so bad about it. Because, hey, if we kill the Black Knight, that ought to be pretty interesting. So that's where they were waiting for us. Not rangeable, but Reach. Reach is not gonna get a shot. Oh, this is actually a fairly devious position to fight us from. Because coming up this hill means it makes it much more difficult to do long-range fire support if, you know, we didn't have a billion LRMs, which we do. So, give the Cicada some Precision Love, and the reason why we're going to use Precision Love is purely because we want the additional accuracy buff. Also because, yeah, you're the PPC version, so just in case, blow off half the mech so I don't have to worry about his actual weapons. The missiles don't actually get any major benefits from that, but I figured I'd give it a chance. Readout is going to do pretty much the exact same thing, because I don't think I need... How much health do you have in your head? You have... that's 48. Yeah, I don't quite have that much damage, so just target the cicada. Kill him, please. Lasers! Oh, that looked like one heck of a drill. And then the missiles, not quite able to kill, but, you know, we did destroy the entire PPC, so that's not terrible. Also, it looks like you were doing 10 damage with your not your PPCs, but your medium lasers. Having to stand out in the open and get shot at is never a particularly fun exercise, but one we can handle. Pomola, can you actually get a shot on somebody? Like, say, the cicada, or, hear me out. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't set that up properly. Alright, just shoot the cicada then. Hey, you hit it. And then you killed it. Good job. Very proud of you. So, the cicada never got a chance to actually do anything. And now we just need to worry about the Black Knight, who, quite powerful actually, but he's walked himself into Rage of an Atlas. So, I gotta say, not feeling particularly worried at the moment. So, Reach, if you would be so kind, and no, seriously, please be incredibly kind. It's time to just demonstrate pure awesomeness, please. I mean, he might not, but I've got 4 chances to make it happen. Miss, 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 and with the last one, just beautiful. And I know they weren't actually misses, but we blew his head off. It's lovely. I could just walk up and punch you in the face. Range bolt. Please provide softening blows to make punching him in the face all that more enticing. And, or maybe not. Maybe you could just totally expose half of the mech. Lovely. Readout, would you like to position yourself in a devastating position off to his side? Only if he can shoot like crap, but you know what? I can precision strike to ensure that this hits like a truck. First, of course, we must cool and vent. We're in a very hot biome. Make sure you hydrate. And let's tear him apart. Fire! Because if I blow up that side torso really quickly, then most of the damage will get funneled inwards. That's gonna be a knockdown, buddy. So that should toss you down to the assault range. Because precision shot, then the knockdown. Welcome down to tier 1. Pomola, this now gives you a chance to win. Please do so. You have, of course, a brilliant AC-20. I designed it myself. Not quite, but close enough. You missed it. But, luckily for me, you're able to follow up with your missiles, because 16 additional missiles has a little bit better chance of hitting. Alright. You saved us, Commander. We won't forget it. Not a problem. We hope you're able to live out your lives in peace. If you're finished with this little diversion, you still have a job to do, so get to it. Commander, my patience is wearing thin. Dude, you're a jerk. You just screwed these people's lives over. Ah, what does he care? Just another foppish aristocrat. Well, not quite as bad. I mean, he's Steiner aristocrat. He's not necessarily in the same level as the Davians. So, unfortunately, Pomola's out for 8 days, and it's a back-to-back battle, so Pomola's out, which is irritating. I can't get a brand new Black Knight, so we'll probably do that, unless there's some really cool equipment that I desperately need. Plus 2 damage LRM10. Clearly, I need to swap it out just for that. No, looks like we're good on that. And there is a range... That goes in. I've been looking for one of these. 100 rangefinder. Yeah. Worth it. I mean, I've never gotten to use one before, but worth it. The Black Knight is now one away. We could have had a Black Knight, but we're full anyway, and we've already got a Black Knight. What would we do with a new Black Knight? The exact same thing we did with the old Black Knight, which is 4 large lasers. Maybe some minor modifications to that, but pretty much that would be the formula. There's really not much reason to, stray from it. It works out quite nicely. Alrighty, so good job. Now probably back-to-back mission, I assume? Are you going to just immediately throw me in? Yes, you are. Okay, so Pomola I can't drag along, even though she's only taken a minor injury. Casper, look, I get it. This is not really your thing anymore. You've been out of the game. But I really kind of need you to dig deep and not die. Casper's retaken the field. So tempting, actually, to put her in the Atlas, because I can keep her at long range, or the Highlander, but, well, I want the 10 accuracy and the -3 or 4, however many, to indirect fire to currently be on the Highlander. I need to make sure that we can get good shots in on things. So that will hopefully pan out the way I plan on it? Yeah, close enough. Now that your humanitarian responsibilities have been set to, perhaps you'd be good enough to focus your attention on the real job. Lord Jasper and his lance are on the way to challenge you. Hold the factory and send him home in his ejection pod, defeated and not shamed. Leave his precious ancestral battle mech a smoldering ruin. Maybe I can steal it. 2 of 10 priority salvage. I might be able to steal it, actually. 639,600 C-bills. Ought to be quite nice for paying the bills. And 3.5 skulls. So you heard the man. Hold the base and take out all comers. Okay, so it's going to be a base defense instead of just a full-on... Wait, will it be? It is just a... He's going to show up to blow it up? That seems odd. At least it's one of the better bases that actually has protections. I don't know who you are or who sent you, mercenary, but in the name of House Beset and the House Davian, you will abandon this factory or be destroyed. That's our cue. Time to get to work. Hold the factory and don't give Beset an inch. It's important to Stiegler Bradford that he fail his mission before you break him. Keep the structures intact and take Lord Jasper's lance down, and we'll call this thing finished. Good hunting, Commander. Alright, so obviously the first things first is to run right at him at maximum speed, so I can just get eyes on him with a Gauss rifle. That's purely it. We have enemy contact. I may have moved my Atlas in a slightly wrong position, but that'll be fine. Should be fine. 55-tonner. It's Shadowhawk. Is this him? No. How about you? You're also a 55-ton mech. Are you also Shadowhawk? Shadowhawks tend to be pretty common in this area of the galaxy. Casper. Alright, Casper can get in range of her cannons. It's a 40% to hit. This is what happens when you're out of the game for so long. To be fair, I made her get out of the game. It was just too suicidal to keep her going out there. Not having the damage reduction is not a safe thing. Missed. And... ooh, only a couple of hits. Not a great way to be reintroduced. We do, of course, have a heavy mech 60-tonner. A quick draw, 5A. Okay, range bolt. Let's start killing people. Captain... actually, no, not yet. We need to kill somebody. Range bolt, if you wouldn't mind turning this Shadowhawk into a slag heap. Also, perhaps locating another mech. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Fire! Blast him with everything. He doesn't have all like... yeah, that was kind of what I was hoping for. Oh, ammunition explosion. Okay, so we took out his ammo. Readout. Does have a shot, but reach can take it too. Pop out over here. Precision strike. Probably totally worthless. How much do I need? 121 down. It's totally worth it. Fire the center torso. Core him out. Yes. We could have gone for the head, but there wasn't worth risking. I mean, if we had bounced all the fire all over the place, then what would that have accomplished? Absolutely nothing. Okay, we're going to start moving the stock around over here. We've already got this mostly handled. I should have run him, but we only need to take out a single 55-tonner at this point, and it's a Wolverine. Oh, you sad, pathetic mech. Oh, a 50-tonner off over here, too. Okay, maybe he's got a chance. That's a whole bunch. Oh, it's a trebuchet. Don't shoot my buildings. You jerk. See, that's what I hate about base defense missions. It's like you had no business being able to do anything, and yet you've totally ruined my no claims bonus. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna spot you. Why? I have mechs that can annihilate you. Reach, if you wouldn't mind just getting a direct line of sight on this guy. Oh, not that close. Just a little bit further away. 50%? What is this? Terrible numbers. Well, I know why it is, because it's an obstructed line of sight, isn't it? Oh, no, there we go. So, yeah. How much health in the center torso? Oh, okay. 115. Precision strike over the center torso again. Nothing here is worth saving. Core it! Oh, we missed with one of the Gauss rifle. A little bit scared to wield. So he's down on the ground. Lovely. And now, rangeable, I'd like you to kill the trebuchet, if at all possible. I understand it's a hard, long-range shot, but I believe in you. Fire! Is it? He's not actually in cover, so this is going to hurt him quite bad. That killed him. Okay. Good job, Rageful. Should never have doubted you. Oh, come on. I lost a turn off of one of my assaults. I hate it when that happens. Okay, start everybody on the way. See if we can make it happen before all terrible things happen. I don't actually know which direction they're going to be coming from. I mean, if I get back here, I can shoot along the long length. The trick, though, is just to make sure we find and see people and then shoot at them before they can do anything. To be fair, the Stalker probably can handle most of what it's about to fight. Enemy contact. Where is it coming from? Where is it, man? Somewhere? There it is. Okay, so the Atlas did move in the right direction. Are they coming from a wide front here? They are indeed. Okay, so we split off, and that's fine. So we have a couple precision striker headshot cappers. 70, 45, 65. I'd like to kill everybody before the end of the mission. They've got a lot of mechs. Okay, they're packing 6 mechs at the moment, which I assume there's probably 2 more hidden somewhere along the way. Like, probably off on the right side. But they all get to move before me. And, you know, they get to shoot my buildings. And one of them's a Jaeger mech. That's probably the leader dude himself. Well, it might be the 75-ton Black Knight. Okay, once this building's destroyed, they can't see any of the others. And that'll work out nicely. So we should be able to keep the rest of the place under wraps, right? You guys aren't allowed to do anything else, right? Good. Casper. Okay, what Casper's going to do is Casper is going to walk. And then she's going to lay down the sensor lock. 45, 55, 55, 65. You're the 65? Should be a 70-tonner over here, right? Oh, never mind. It's a Blackjack. It's not a Jaeger mech. Okay, so you're all basically worthless. Yeah, identify the Blackjack. Yep, hello. It's like lots of cannon fire. Clearly must be Jaeger mech. No, no, no. You're giving him way too much credit. Alright, he can have a lot of mechs, they're just not very big. He's got an entire company. So 12 battle mechs under his control. Alright, lovely. So, reach. Good. Excellent.
I'm walking here.
Oh, it's a catapult is his king. Or maybe the grasshopper. Or the hatchetman? Well, whoever it is, we're killing one of y'all. Hit the catapult because the catapult can do the most amount of stuff. Did you miss? Okay, good. No, you didn't. Good. Alright, so the first one is down. Range Bolt will now be able to see the next one, and that's kind of important. Target me, someone you can kill. You could potentially kill the Hatchman. If we can kill this Hatchman, then we've got this entire battle under control. Oh, I was so hoping to set off his ammo. But no, it was not to be, sadly. Redoubt can then come over here, and Redoubt has a line of sight on one of them. And we'll just start moving around over here. And give it a little bit of love. I mean, it's only a Blackjack, after all. Oh, that's the difference between targeting the front and targeting the side, and also, you know, cover. Alright, so they're light mech, they're Hatchet Man. It's not really light, but it's close enough. Firing is 1810, luckily has missed. So that is the only real source of major pinpoint in this group, so that's great. And this group is the Blackjack, gonna leap on forward. I've got to prevent him from being able to get over the walls. Wolverine, not bad. Oh, it's an energy Wolverine with the energy fist. And the 55-tonner does nothing. Shadowhawk's going to come over towards us and hopefully open fire. No, he did not. Okay. I shouldn't say hopefully, but I did. 55. Yeah, I'm going to take a shot at you. Precision strike. What's your center torso like? 121. I can do 121 damage. That's the center torso open. And dead. Casper making her mark, showing that she's still got it. She's been out of the game for a while, but only a fool would besmirch her abilities. I was trying to come up with the right word. Couldn't quite come up with it. As long as the grasshopper's still in view, or reach, we've got this thing under control. Yeah, 80%, it's gotta be even better. Target with the precision of the fire. Fire! Ooh, did not fire quite the way I had planned. See, I meant to kill you, and we have not done that. Range Bolt is going to basically then follow up with that, and just we're going to see if we can't burn through the entirety of the grasshopper. I've got a lot of missiles. He doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of health, so let's see what we can get done. It did not work. Came close, but it didn't work. In fact, ooh, that might not be a terrible idea with Redoubt. Pull out into cover. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do exactly that. Kill me the grasshopper. And then I want you to shoot at... Oh, you also have a catapult. That's interesting. Okay. Provide long-range fire support. Boom. See? Teamwork makes the dream work. So we take another biggest of their mechs. And then we blitz a catapult and hurt him quite badly. So Casper should hopefully be able to follow up with that. Now, I think my Atlas might be in range to be punched, which would not be very comfortable. Oh, no, he's just outside of it. I mean, he can't get shot at by an AC-10. But other than that, we're doing fine. And then, of course, there's a Shadowhawk, but I'm not really that concerned about a Shadowhawk. He punches hard, but his weapons are fairly terrible mix. Blackjack bouncing around. We got to take care of him before he actually, you know, shows up something. And there is, of course, the Kintaro in the back. It is the Kintaro. That we need to make sure that doesn't get a chance to actually jump over anything. He's going to stop and guard and entrench. Shadowhawk is going to stop, guard, and entrench. Casper. Casper has a shot on a lot of people, actually. 95%. You don't say. How much health you got in that center torso? Oh, you've got almost less than 120. Who am I shooting? Yes, precision. Oh, I did click it. Okay, so precision strike on the catapult. Just go for the center torso. Make sure he doesn't get a chance to do nothing. How is he alive? Where did you hit with that AC-20? That does 120 damage. Catapult's gonna hop on over, which is unfortunate, because now I can't do much to it. I should be able to blitz down the blackjack. I mean, he's got how much health left? 8. Yeah, so... rangeable. Actually, no, reach. Let's keep things out of control here. Your back is towards me, which means if I want to shoot at your head... What am I saying? I got a shot in his back. Why would I care about... Well, actually, no. Head chopping is always just a lot of fun to do. Right there to give me, yes, beautiful shots on everything. I love it. Oh, you do have precision strike. Good. Your back torso protects you for literally 100 damage. You are bulwarked, but I'm behind you, so it does not matter. You're getting that. You're getting that, so do that. A little bit of joy for everybody, because in case of that, I was kind of worried about that. And a little bit of love for you. Oh, so it took off the side that doesn't matter at all. Alright, that's okay. Rangeable. Starting to come under some serious heat problems. But we should be able to, yeah. Rangeable is going to be able to wipe out this entire group, hopefully. Coolant vent, first of all. And then multi-target. So you're getting all my missiles, you're getting all my lasers, and one of my lasers is not allowed to work. Just because, you know, we have heat problems. Fire everything! That may not actually kill him. It did, however, hurt him quite badly. If only we had placed that shell right in his back. And the 2 medium lasers doing a little bit of extra work. Redoubt. Redoubt could just walk up and kick. I am so tempted to do that, but Redoubt does, of course, have still a round of, you know, just burninating people. So, multi-target. You and you. First, we have to do coolant vent. I was kind of hoping that I could get away with it, but not quite. You and you. You're getting bravo, bravo. And just let fly. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Should have just fired one LRM-20 at him and everything else at the Kintaro, but you know what? We needed to spread the love around a little bit. He's having a bit of a bad day. Okay, so we're down to just a catapult. A hatchetman? Yeah, the hatchetman's still alive. Hitting me in the side. So is this Shadowhawk going to turn around and try and fight my Atlas? Because the Atlas is probably, you know, burning a little bit. Needs to punch somebody. And the Kintaro is going to move over to the wall. Open fire on the Stalker as well, getting a lot of good hits in. Although that's got to stress his heat sinking capability quite a lot. Head hit, injury ignored, thanks to the cockpit. Lovely. And then Mr. Shadowhawk is going to turn around and head back towards the entrance. Open fire on the Highlander, because, you know, that's pretty much... Oh, he's got a head hit too. Ooh. Everybody striking the head back. You've got 100 health. Casper, you do have a potential precision strike, so I'm going to ask you to take it. Pop on over here. You have a chance to make this happen. Never mind, you're just going to put a shell right in his center torso. I have enough missiles to make this work. Okay, so he's done. We've just got the Kintaro, and then... Yeah, we got the Kintaro, the Hatchman, and the Shadowhawk. So we're just going to finish you off. Yes. How much health you got? Not a lot. Just stand still. There is no reason for you to move. Okay, so the worst of the medium lasers, off. And off. And then... the unupgraded medium lasers, and the less... Oh no, we're good. Fire! Just give him all the love. SRM ammunition explosion, and it looks like we've taken out most of the wall, but he's almost dead. Reach. Probably just walk up and punch somebody. Coming in from the side. I think so. 140 damage. Yeah, he's dead. He hasn't realized it yet, but... yeah. All of that. He's ahead with a pair of legs at this point. Lovely. So you get to calm down, chill out a little bit. Range Bull can basically stand still, and that's probably exactly what he's going to do. He does have some serious heat problems, which hopefully can be taken care of. Not just with medium lasers, huh? You're going to be a little bit more difficult. I need to deal 80 damage. just to hopefully improve the odds of this. I know it affects almost nothing, but fire. Come on, give me 80 damage in the center torso. Good job. Okay, so we're down to just the Kentaro, right? Is that the only thing left, or did we kill that too? It's just the Kentaro. Okay, buddy, he's gonna walk up even closer to the Stalker. Well, the Stalker kind of needs to chill out, so the Stalker can just walk up and kick you in the groin and have your entire mech explode. But Casper's gonna see if she can't steal the show. Whipping around the corner of the rock, doing a little bit of a moonwalk. Hi, go for the head. I had to give her the chance. And she did hit the head with one of the missiles, so there is that going for her. Alright, so everybody's dead. That's it, boss. Lord Jesper is down and the factory is secure. And you did your work beautifully. The pride of House Beset lay strewn across the battlefield, reduced to a broken heap. I'll be the first to admit, I was worried when you went off mission earlier, but these results speak for themselves. Rendezvous with me in orbit and we will set your payment in full. Okay, so the Lyrans are happy with it. The Davians probably not so much. We're going to have to deal with them at some point. Although we've been doing a lot of work for Lady Cunningham, so she can't be too angry at me. Besides, I'm willing to bet that Lord Jasper Beset, or whatever his name is, probably is not exactly her friend. But the Davians don't want to ally with us at the moment. Okay, great pickups. The Atlas picked up another 4. We did take a couple of head hits. Luckily for us, injury cockpits prevented that from happening, and Casper got to get out and about for, you know, once. Alright, what'd we get? A Grasshopper, a Hatchet Man, a Quick Draw. Yeah. Terrible. Plus stability damage is almost never worth it on autocannons. Plus 10 damage laser. I'll take that. And an injury resist cockpit. Okay, no matter what happens, this mission was totally worth it. Targeting system for missiles and plus 3 for missiles. I already got one, I think. And if I don't have the weight for it. So we're going to go with that. We got a part for a catapult. The Wolverine, did we get? No, we didn't get any of the targeting systems, but I wasn't really all that interested in getting them anyway. We're doing pretty good. Our pilots are at a fairly high level. We don't really need targeting systems all that much. It's just working out quite nicely as it is. So a triple mission, even though one of those was optional. I was kind of expecting, though, when they said that, oh, the ground can't handle battle mechs, they'd force me to have the option of fighting in my lighter mechs. But no, it turns out we just need to escort them through bandit territory that was defended by, well, idiots, to be perfectly frank. They picked a fairly decent, you know, area to ambush us, aiming down over us with trees on them, but they really should have used one of the cliffs to be able to shoot down at us instead of waiting for us to come up the mountain. So, anyway, at least I was about to be. Anyway, there we go. Extracurricular activities 3, high orbit Brockway. You've done a yeoman's job, Commander. The pride of House Beset has been dragged through the muck and humiliated. I await Duke Beset's response with giddy anticipation. We are happy to be of service, Graf Stieglitz Bradford. I will admit you had me worried there for a time. Your decision to assist those poor wretches had a whiff of hubris about it, but despite my misgivings, you came through for me and satisfied my expectations in full. For that, Commander, I salute you. Does that salute come with bonus pay by any chance? Beyond what you were promised, you mean? No, of course it doesn't. But it was a wonderful show all the same. And now, if you'll excuse me, I must prepare for my next meeting with Duke Beset. The art of the glow requires practice, and I intend to subject the haughty bastard to a masterclass in ridicule. Of course. Until next time, sir. Until then, my friends. Until then. Smug son of a bitch, isn't he? I hope he enjoys this big win at court. At least we were able to get those locals to safety before the fighting began. It made our job more difficult to be sure, but it was the right thing to do. Agreed, but for what it's worth, I hope we don't need to make a decision like that again. Let's pack it in, people. Let's go find ourselves a new job, and with luck, one with fewer complications. Because we're taking... And now for the loot box. And it is a leg mod, a Black Knight part to finish off the Black Knight. That'll be nice. Mostly useless laser, a terrible AC-10, another terrible AC-10, an interesting arm mod, a useless PPC for... okay, so we got it for the Black Knight part, pretty much. The Lyrans adore us. Excellent job, everybody. Alrighty, so we've managed to pick up another Black Knight, which can go into storage. We're starting to pick up a ridiculous number of just stuff in storage. Pomola out for the next day 8 days, but a job well done. We've made the Lyrans quite happy with us, and we'll have to go hunting on for the next Flashpoint. Until then, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post on these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, maybe share the video. Maybe somebody else will like this. And I will see you all in the next episode.